Welcome back to Studio 90 Extra Time, and as we said, we're honored to have veteran U.S. right back Steve Cherundolo here with us in the Studio 90 studios. All right, Steve, by the way, was man of the match in the 3-1 victory over Australia the other day. Thank you. So let's talk about the Australia match. Your impressions of the team's performance in the final tune-up before the World Cup.
Yeah, I thought it was a perfect tune-up for the first match of the World Cup. We saw a team that was physically a little talented and whose strengths come from working hard and getting hard into tackles. I think we'll see a lot of that with England. The only difference is England is probably a little better in front of the goal and can combine a little better. So it was a perfect tune-up. We scored some goals. Didn't keep a clean sheet, but I think for the most part we defended well, and I think we're definitely ready and we'll be buzzing for that first game.
Now, how much do you guys take out of these pre-World Cup games? You've played 3 now, or is once you hit a World Cup is an entirely different animal?
It is. You know, I think training this week will say a lot about how we'll play on Saturday. So it is completely different. The good thing is, though, we gained a little bit of confidence with 2 wins. There's really no way to get around that. Confidence is the most important thing in professional soccer. So one of the most important things. So 2 wins behind our backs would definitely give us a good start for the game against England.
Now, you're one of the most veteran guys on the team, obviously. It's your 3rd World Cup. In what ways sort of can the veterans help out the younger guys who this is their first World Cup, and there's quite a few young guys on this World Cup team?
I think it's my job just to help paint a picture for the younger guys, what's going to happen on Saturday and Friday leading up into the game. We'll be traveling on Thursday. We get there, and the media will be crazy. So I think for the most important thing is just to let the guys know it's just another soccer game. I don't think we need to ride guys emotionally. Everybody will be up for the game, absolutely. So calm everybody down, paint a picture for them, and the only thing that matters is playing good soccer for those 90 minutes. Everything else needs to be blended out.
Let's go over to Europe now. You've been in Hanover for 10 years, an amazing career, especially for an American in Europe. And even more impressive, you were named vice captain for Hanover a few years back. Big, huge honor, sort of tell us how you've been received in that city.
You know, it started out just as another younger player and trying to find minutes here and there, and eventually you work your way up. But since the team was promoted in the 1st division, I've been very well taken, and the fans have been fantastic. Not very creative on the song side.
Right.
All I get is a USA chant, but I think for an American in Germany, that's pretty nice, and I feel honored, and I've definitely found a second home.
You're a fun-loving guy. Anyone who knows you knows you're a funny guy. You're an amusing guy. He's amusing. He's an amusing guy. Goodfellas reference. Goodfellas reference. But how's that personality come off in Germany, where they're a little more serious?
Yeah, it took a while. You know, the language barrier itself is a beast of its own, and it took a while. But I definitely say sarcasm doesn't go well over there very well. There's really no way around that. So it took me a few years to kind of figure out what to say, when to say, and but I got it down now, and I think they know who I am.
Now, like we said, been there a decade. You married a German girl. You know, when you're over there, you're so engrossed in the culture that sometimes you don't even feel American anymore?
Absolutely, because, you don't have the American anemones and a TV and everything that goes along with that. So carne asada burritos, that's all missing in my life in Germany. Maybe I'll open up a shop, but I don't feel at all out of place, which is the most important thing.
Now, also one of the reasons you don't is you've learned to speak fluent German. You can do all your interviews in German. Do you ever, and you spend 8-9 months over there at a time, do you ever find it difficult when you get back to the United States or come in with the U.S. team to switch over to English?
Maybe, maybe just a little bit.
I'm assuming that's a yes.
Yeah, my teammates definitely give me a hard time. The first couple of days are rough, but Carlos does a good job of helping me out, so I'm in good hands.
Reminding you of your vocabulary, your English vocabulary. Do you have a favorite German phrase you might be able to share with us?
Yeah, I like to throw a few out there for these guys. They enjoy it as well. Maybe one, das gibt's so gar nicht.
Yeah, which is?
I can't tell you.
Oh, can we have it on Studio 90?
Yeah, it just means that can't be right.
Oh, okay.
That's not real. That's not happening.
So you lived in Germany for so long. Obviously, you're from San Diego, America's finest city, as we all know. Yeah. What do you miss, growing up in San Diego that you just cannot get in Germany?
I think the most important thing for me in San Diego is my family's there, so I do miss my family. But the mentality of the people, it's just so relaxed, laid back. Everybody's easygoing. They take their time, and then you can't beat the sun and the beach. There's just nothing. There really is no better place.
All right, well, that's the United States, Hanover's, and San Diego, Steve Cherundolo. We're done with this segment, but we're going to come back with some Twitter questions from our fans. And also, we have a special guest joining us on the set. We won't tell you now, but we'll be back in a moment on Studio 90 Extra Time.